All right, hello everybody. Well, it is time. It is Show Up Saturday. I showed up. See, I'm wearing my 22 kill gear today. Got the ring and everything. Um, Stay tuned. I'll be posting the video of what I did here in a little bit. That's why I'm not doing a live because I'm posting this thing in multiple other places. So the live Facebook Live just didn't work for that. so I will find a way to make that happen. Anyway, I have to do like a 2 or 3 cameras set up. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so it is Show Up Saturday. And please go back and watch Freedom Friday, okay? See what we're doing on this whole segment for this weekend. But here's the thing. If you expect people to, well, you got to show up if you expect people to follow up. And not just follow, I mean actually like follow up, okay? And here's what I mean. Because you've had it happen. I know I've had it happen quite a few times. They're like, man, are you still doing that thing? You know, that thing that you're doing? Are you still doing that thing? My answer is you, which thing? Because if you follow me at all, you know I do multiple things. I do a lot of things. And there's always other things going on that most people don't even know about until later on, right? So you have to show up and continually show up and 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 keep on showing up to the point that people are like, God, would you shut up about it already? But in this world of social media and everything, there's 10 million inputs every day. I'm not joking here. Really, there's like 10 million inputs every day from all over the place. You got all the TV stuff, you got all the stuff coming from here, you got all the other Facebook Lives, you got all the podcasts, you got streaming, you got all over the place. Okay, there's about to be a streaming war if you didn't know between Disney and Apple and all these other places, and because everybody's doing their streaming services and see who wins out. Sony's already called it quits. I know, sorry, getting off track. But here's the thing: you have to continually show up if you expect people to follow up, not just follow, but follow up. And follow up, I mean, these are the outliers. These are the people that kind of see stuff here and there, and maybe they'll see something pop up on their timeline because you and I both know, like this videos, pop up like a week from now on somebody else's timeline. I'm like, wow, when did this happen? That's why I do the hashtag Show Up Saturday, because it happened on a Saturday. All right, which Saturday? Well, but that's kind of how the world works. Stuff is just streaming; it's all over the place. So if you want people to follow up with you, and not just follow, because essentially they have to follow up first, right? They're like, man, are you still doing that thing? That's all you're doing? And you say, yeah, I am still doing it. I've been doing it for like 5 years. Where you been? Join in, right? Or I've been doing it for 2 years. I've been doing it for 10 years. Whatever. It takes a while for some people to follow up and then join up and start following along. Okay, it takes a while because there's a lot of stuff out there. People have things going on in their lives. The thing that's important to you is not really important to them at that point in time. It might be eventually. And at that point, they will follow up if you are still showing up, because they'll see it. They're like, man, wow, you're still doing this thing. Still, wow. Of course, sometimes like, you're still doing this thing? Dude, you're not like internationally known yet. You've been doing this for like 10 years. How come you're not better known? And then you can look back and go, well, if you had been following and joining in, maybe I would be. I know that's mean. But, if you're trying to get a movement going, okay, you're trying to get something out there, well, you got to have people join in with you and do this thing and be a part of it, okay? They have to follow up, and then they start following, and they start doing and joining and being a part of it, and then more people see it, and that's the whole thing, how the whole thing happens, right? And a lot of it is marketing, and a lot of it is consistency, and that means consistently showing up and doing your thing that you're doing. Now, if you're doing multiple things, there's some coordinated effort in that of making sure that everything is represented that you're doing. Or finding one big overwhelming thing that encompasses all these other things that you're doing. That's what I've been trying to do. That's why I created personal health care reform 10 years ago, and I've had all these other things as a piece of it. I know it's confused people. Some of you watching have been confused by this, going, man, you do so many different things. And I'd say, no. No. I only do one thing. I do health. I do one thing. There are multiple things encompassed in health. I only do one thing. I have multiple ways of bringing that to everybody. Okay, and that's the goal. Eventually, everybody will have that. You'll have your one thing, and then you'll have other things to encompass that or be a piece of it, a part of it. This way, you can get at different people, offer different services, things like that to help more people in what you're doing. Right? If all I did was just count reps, what good is that? It's boring after a while just counting reps. So that's why I don't count reps anymore. My clients know that. I don't count reps. How many more do I have? Hey, a couple more. Maybe a couple more. A couple more. You're not tired yet. We're not there yet. Keep going. Keep going. We're not done yet. Or actually, you're not done yet. Technically, we're not done. We're all in together. But here's the thing. Show up and 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 show up so much that it's not just something that you're doing. It's what you do. I had a conversation with somebody not too long ago about that, which is it something you do or is it what you do? In other words, do you play football or are you a football player? Which is it? If you just play football, you'll be all right. If you're a football player, that means from the time you wake up till the time you wake up again, you have been a football player for that entire 24 hours. Everything you've done has been devoted to that thing, okay? Or baseball player or salesperson or whatever your thing is, okay? 24/7. Me, Mr. Health and Fitness. The time I wake up till the time I wake up again, that's been all of it, all 24 hours. So, show up and be consistent and continually show up and be consistent with it. And then people will follow up and they'll say, man, you're still doing that thing. That's incredible. Maybe I should get involved in that. And then, after they follow up, then they'll follow. Because we keep on pestering and following up with everybody going, dude, have you checked out my thing yet? No, yeah, I know, you can do that. All the salespeople do that. Follow up, right? Follow up Fridays. Check in. Well, that's great and all. And you need to do that, okay, if you want to get rolling, especially in the beginning. Put it out there, hey, this is what I'm doing, 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 right? And then you do it. And you do it. And you do it. And you live it. And you do it. Kind of like my hair is doing some Johnny Depp today. Okay? You do it and you do it and you do it until that's just you. You're that guy. Okay? You're the guy that does that. You're the girl that does that. You're the person that does that thing. Oh, you want to know about this? You go see that person. If you got a movement, you have to be the person that everybody's looking for that. Why? Because then they'll follow up. And if they follow up, that means they have interest and then they can follow through. That means they're going to be following you. And that's how you do movement right there. It ain't quick. It ain't easy. Sometimes it helps if you get up on a big stage and get presented to the entire world. Damn to these guys, by the way. If you don't know, so a little background on 22 Kill. They got started quite a few years ago. They got invited up on stage by Donald Trump while he was running for office. He did a huge military event honoring veterans and mostly groups that help out with veterans. Okay, and these guys, they got the spot. They got the huge spotlight. It was awesome for them. So because they do an awesome service. So there you go. Show up. Be consistent. Check out 22 Kill, by the way. Watch the video later on today. I'll post it here in a little bit. My 22 for 22. And join in. Join a little 22 for 22. And let's save some lives, including your own. Why? Because you're going to be moving forward to something better. All right? And you're going to be moving. So there you go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please share this out so somebody needs to see it, especially if somebody is trying to start a movement, they're trying to start their thing, and they're feeling daunted. Well, they can start feeling undaunted and move forward with it, right? Because you'll be daunted. You will. Everybody feels daunted from time to time. I have, right? Get out there. Start walking. Walk forward. Let out your mighty yomp. If you know what movie I'm quoting right now, bonus points because you're cool. Oh, Captain, my Captain. So, there you go. Please share this out to anybody that needs to hear it. And join me tomorrow for Save Your Health Sunday and more 22 for 22. Oh, yeah. As always, do something great for yourself every day so you can do great things for other people. That's why we're here.